sing the hits. Don't come out there singing fucking the evils or no shit. So
that's why
I didn't think that any until I saw that special that they had on was it HBO or the first one, and I realized that okay, they really let Hov get some shit off. You know that was Beyonce like, babe, play my favorite, play the one I like off the second album. Like,
yo, listen,
hey, think about that.
Listen, Hov got in the corner, right, on some old rock nigga shit. You know when niggas be grabbing the mic with two hands and acting like they in love with it and be black and white.
Hey, man, I practice.
They be thinking
that shit is hard. Like, whenever
they
I
be
do
thinking
stage, man,
they be wanting
like
you to know that they in the introspective shit, right?
I'm serious about
this nigga. Skin is black. I said, oh man.
Just to let the crowd know.
Listen, I was a whole hoe.
You want to know? You want to know what really makes the Beyonce Jay-Z union so motherfucking gangster is that they smack these white people in the face 24/7 because they be preaching to their lily white ass kids who just absorb shit and don't even know what they absorbing and take on the shit. And now Emily is at the house like, why couldn't it just be girls around the world? Now it's skin is black and then follow that up with all the other shit with the formation and shit. Like they be mad because these motherfuckers have been trained to love her, and trained to love him. That the minute these motherfuckers say some radical shit, bro, they be super hot. They be like we say down here, they be 38 hot. A whole 38. That is like the most powerful shit to see. And I like seeing the IG footage because you really get it from the fan perspective.
Word.
These motherfuckers be about to pass out.
Yo, listen, I was a whole bitch. I know my old lady was fucking definitely
his inner 12-year-old girl popped out.
She was so embarrassed of me, nigga. She was like, this nigga is such a hoe right now.
Hey, man.
And me and this nigga that she knows, right?
Yo, that just sounded so shadish.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? I know the nigga too. I just came out wrong.
No, that from work and shit.
Nah, it's not nobody from work. Nigga. He's a good nigga. He's the one that brought us the tickets. He's in a couple of the videos, and that nigga was acting like a hoe too.
You dancing?
I don't know, maybe, but listen, I am sponsored by Grand Marnier right now. Don't get me to jogging. But I had to look around for a second and make sure other niggas was doing what I was doing, nigga. Because I was like, oh, this shit is amazing. I mean, I got up by myself at one point, right? I know they was looking at me like, this little nigga right here, he never been nowhere. I can't take it. Babe got her fucking fan all over her face and she's like, this my husband, Lord Jesus. But
I had to get it done.
The shit was amazing, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. A lot less weed smoke at this.
Yeah.
But still some. And besides Anthony, Charles, Thomas Maxwell, you niggas with bad weed do not come to the fucking stadiums and shit trying to puff. Y'all niggas are ruining everything for niggas. If you came high and you smelt this badass weed we smelt, it looked like this bitch went in the backyard and pulled this motherfucker up.
That backyard boogie.
Threw this shit in a grinder. Split half.
One time for the kids back in the late 90s selling backyard boogie.
Split half of the motherfucking backwoods. Filled it with tobacco and the dirt weed just to make sure the blunt was fat enough to roll, nigga. The shit was horrible. Like, my old lady was like, babe, you smell that? I was like, what is... I was like, oh, that's terrible. I felt bad for them. But apparently 2 rows down, there's a white boy that was sitting beneath the suites where we were at, getting it to where they filmed this nigga getting it. Listen, that nigga was Ben D in that little bitty seat, nigga. I couldn't believe it. I said, this little white boy is bendy as fuck, bro. Like the way he threw his fucking arm back, nigga, and then he slung his leg. I said, man, they are making these niggas too loose, man. What kind of bone structure do you have, sir? Nigga, my knee lock up. I ain't no good, nigga. This little nigga threw his whole knee behind his head. I said, man, it must be amazing to be young.
Right.
It must be fucking amazing.
Snapback effect is serious.
Man, good for you, young man. Good for you. But that's who.
That was the dude who jumped
in
on
coonery this week. Anthony Charles Thomas Michael. I don't know when his new single is coming out or their new single, but I'm pretty sure that Maxwell and Carl Thomas will be arguing over who's going to be the lead singer. Because they're emotional.
Oh my God. Well,
who you got?
For,
who do you have?
For my moment of coonery. One time for Florida's own, Magnolia's own, the man who once referenced himself as a jigaboo on a song, whose face and hairstyle actually resembles the old drawing of what a pickaninny is.
Lord have mercy. You're going to leave this young boy alone.
One time, hopping in the skillet, the one, the only, real Kodak Black.
First of all, let me put this out there. I fuck with Kodak, nigga. I love this new little nigga. He's the new Trick Daddy to me. And Jay Fleming, I refuse to let you disrespect this young man. Young kid, do yo motherfucking thing.
I can disrespect that little motherfucker if I feel like it. Just going to put that out there.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show has been sponsored by Grand Marnier. It's either you lose or you lose.
No, I'm sorry. Look, it's only so much I can hear these other fucking celebrities, pseudo-celebrities, rappers, fake rappers, niggas who go on reality shows and say that they rappers, but ain't made not one damn single rappers.
Cardi.
To the motherfucking Instagram niggas who put up snippets of songs and rock around fucking Atlanta acting like they got a deal already when they went to some boogie ass store and got a fucking chain made in bubble letters that's 4 years fucking old.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the good guy, Jay.
Fuck all that. God damn it. You motherfuckers have allowed this little nigga.
Said, God damn it.
Look.
That's when you know a nigga is mad when they say GAWT. Damn it.
Like, nah, man. I don't want to see nobody behind that wall.
Okay.
Nobody. This is a real thing. And for all of my people, my listeners who's actually been behind that wall, you know what I mean. I don't want to see nobody behind the wall except for
45.
Right. You know, there's certain like you do need to be held responsible for the shit that you do.
Absolutely.
But
don't
at the same time, I wouldn't want a person to have to go through that. But my nigga, it's only so many times I'm going to say free a little nigga, free a little nigga, free a little nigga before I say keep that little nigga there for a while till he feel like it's okay to be free again. Because a motherfucker to go back that much has a serious problem with actually being free. Sometimes freedom is a hellified burden. And as a nigga that's been locked up behind that wall before, I know niggas who have gone out of jail and came right back the next 2 months because they didn't know how to fucking be free no more.
Yo, I had a homeboy that got out of jail at 8:47 on a Tuesday, and at 5:48 on a Wednesday, that nigga went back.
Right the fuck back. Like, side note, a lot of people don't realize that going in prison is a state of arrested development. Wherever the fuck you was at when you got locked up, that's where the fuck you at till you get the hell out, unless you work towards trying to grow mentally while you in that bitch. So with that being said,
what has upset you about Lil Kodak, bruh?
I have seen people come to prison and feel freer than they ever had. And I'll tell you why. They don't have to worry about where the fuck they going to sleep or where they waking up. They got that covered. They ain't got to worry about if they going to eat or not. Because they got that covered. They ain't got to worry about somebody telling them how they can and can't talk because you locked up around a bunch of other motherfuckers who don't care how they talk. Okay? For some of these kids, I've seen kids that have come to the prison after being in juvenile detention since they was like 16. So now you are actually being raised in the system.
Correct.
Okay? So your cognitive skills have suffered. Your people skills have suffered. So you feel as free as a motherfucker because you can talk to these guards, talk to these people as reckless as you want to, and know that everybody's going to second guess is one extreme or the other. Either they not going to touch you because they scared something going to happen to them, or they all going to come and fucking kill you. Those are the extremes you think about. So there's a weird sense of freedom in the middle of all that shit because on the street, it's just like people that live and die by like Twitter and Instagram. You can say all the most fucked up shit you want to say about anybody without fear of repercussion. And in the street, a motherfucker ain't got to wait to look and see if a guard is watching them before they beat the shit out you. You are freer to be reckless in jail. That's why people who ain't never gotten a fight have caught bodies in prison. You see what I'm saying? This shit, like, y'all don't understand. I'm pissed off about this shit because this little nigga was raised by the system in them fucked up streets. It's clear that somewhere along the line of his life, there was lack of structure. And it stayed that way for a long fucking time. Even if that means he walked away from the structure that was there. It wasn't for him. This little nigga been lost his whole fucking life. And at some point, when you want to help people, you can't help people by placating them. You can't want this young man to do better, be better, and champion him by constantly saying free him, when at some point the nigga has done something fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So at some point there's been a strong disconnect. And now we as the public and as fans and as media and all this shit, we done got so used to the fucking soundbite, to the goddamn colloquialism, free such and such, RIP such and such, that the shit just sounds like another fucking catchphrase. So it's like you have to say whatever rapper goes to jail, free rapper number 1,280, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make free such and such t-shirts for any fucking rapper. No, this nigga has done some fucked up shit in his goddamn life, and he was supposed to straighten himself out. But I mean, if your whole reason for doing fucked up shit to begin was because you ain't had nothing, you never knew what it was, and da-da-da, at some point, my nigga, that wild shit got to slow the fuck down. And if you got to go to prison 4 fucking times straight after you already got money and saw that you needed to fucking adjust, then at some point you like that shit. So if you like that shit, my nigga, then enjoy it by your goddamn self, because I don't know no real one who had a bunch of people rooting for his ass to get the fuck out, voluntarily took their black ass back to prison. You simple motherfucker, you.
Yo, I'm gonna disagree with you, my G. And not because I love Kodak, and not because I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. None of that. I'm gonna disagree with you because Kodak is young. Hold on, and let me explain to you something, right? When we was young and running wild, nigga, we thought at that point in time, nigga, we were doing what we were supposed to be doing. Right, wrong, left, or right. I'm saying is, nigga, we gotta meet people where the fuck they at if you gonna move them forward. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this nigga DMX has gone to jail 1,000,000 times. He's 94 and he's going back to jail again. With the Jello pudding pop. You understand what I'm telling you? Like he's been literally going to jail as long as he's been rapping. This nigga had 2 #1 albums in the same year and was in jail and got to have none of that success until the next year he came out and had to go on tour. I just think we got to let these kids be able to make some mistakes. And I get what you're saying. Nigga, if you're out here fucking off, then you need to be doing your time. But I'm just saying, here's the reason. Rappers have done this since the age of time, nigga.
Yes, and I'm not sparing any of them. The only reason this thing makes me so upset is because I refuse to believe that shit within his camp, within his family, within his business, within his own personal mind, I refuse to believe that there's anybody that he's either listening to or gives a fuck about, because I listen to his music every single day. I work for a company that plays a lot of his music, and I've heard